Hi, friends. Host Eric here, talking with Spanish people. I got an interesting email from my dad, which he says, I do not know who this woman is, but I'm asking you, please, to assist in whatever it is you're doing that's annoying her. You know, make nice with her. And he's told this to me in person, too. Why? She sent another email. She sent another email. So, of course, my dad has asked me to stop on multiple occasions now, and did so immediately upon receiving. Yeah, mm-hmm, third one. Um, Immediately after receiving the first email, fourth, relatively immediately, as soon as the next morning, anyway. So, what's he liable for? He doesn't know who you are, even though you've given him no reason to. He's asked me to stop bothering you and just make nice because he doesn't like your emails. What are you demanding, Becky? You understand when you sue somebody, you need to make a demand. What are you demanding of me? Did I stop telling the truth about how you're harassing my elderly father? Did I stop telling the truth about how you're lying to my elderly father? How you throw my daughter under the bus? How you supposedly you're emailing my father to tell him that you're going to sue him or me. Now, why you wouldn't email me to tell me you're going to sue me? Beyond me. Why you'd email my dad? How's she lying and harassing? Oh, I mean, I read the email already, Cool Paul. It was full of lies. I articulated very concretely which those lies were. I proved it beyond any reasonable doubt. She's a liar and a scoundrel. Not any dispute there. Nobody can dispute that because I read those emails out loud. I will read the new one out loud when my dad forwards it to me. Of course I will. Of course. Why wouldn't she want to? Why wouldn't she want me to read her email out loud on the internet? Is she ashamed of it? She sent it to my dad. He sent it to me. I could do with it whatever I want. You never even said in your email that it was sent to him confidentially. And if you were actually suing me, why would you be communicating with him? And if you're actually suing him, okay. Okay, well, Tori needs to be banned from the channel completely, forever. She has no business doing anything except, you know. Right, I know. From a harmless reference to her in the Frank James video. Becky is then under the delusional notion that she gets to control everybody else's words and thoughts. Sorry, Becky. I don't care if you feel like you've been emotionally damaged by this. Remember, you did it to yourself. Keep trying to sue me. Sue away. But who are you suing here? You suing me or my dad? Because my dad's met your demands. He's tried to stop me. So what other demands do you have of my dad? Certainly he can't be liable for stopping me before he even knew you existed or what I was doing. It's in a previous live stream, Cool Paul. I've read multiple of them. I've read multiple live streams. Go back and review history or something.
This is that collection. Grab a few of those if you want some.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Look, when I come home, my dad's like, Eric, I don't need this. I don't need to be spending any money on legal counsel. I'm like, you don't need to spend any money on legal counsel, Dad. It's inconceivable that you could possibly be held liable. Her reasoning is that you support me. You do not support or enable my YouTube channel at all. It's my Wi-Fi, my computer, my mics. I own them all. According to Becky, I guess he's got some sort of obligation to kick me out of the house if I won't stop, but that wouldn't still wouldn't stop me. You know, it still wouldn't stop me. He can't stop me. He's not able to. So how can he be liable to stop me? How can he be liable for failing to stop me? Even when he's trying to. Becky, you see how your lies come home to roost? Do you see how your lies come home to roost? You think I'm harassing you? No. You are lying and being engaged in scoundrel behavior. You're trying to tear apart my family, trying to, in an email, which supposedly you're emailing my dad in order to tell him you're going to sue him because of something I'm doing wrong. You never mention what it is the thing that I'm doing is wrong that you'd like me to stop doing. You never make any demand about what it is you want me to stop doing exactly. What do you want me to stop doing, Becky? What do you want me to do? You want to take down some video? I already took down as many videos as I could find of you. I took them all down. Anything that had you in it, I took down. If I can find it. So, deleted, gone forever. So what is it you want me to do? What is it you want my dad to force me to do? Do you have any idea what you'd like us to do? Would you like me to not ever speak of you again? Too bad, Becky. You're part of my history, part of my story, and you've now wronged me intensely and very foolishly. And now you're reaping what you've sown. That's called justice, Becky. You talk about some social worker getting involved. Here's the problem Becky has, right? You're going to have to show them the supposed abuse of you. You have to show these videos. But I'm extremely convincing because you're a liar and I'm telling the truth. You actually have slandered me. I have never slandered you. And you don't even have a demand. You're going to sue us for what? Like, if you want to get damages, right? Then you need to be damaged by us failing to meet your demand to do something. What are you demanding my dad does that you're going to seek damages for his failure to do? Punch me in the face? Break my computer? What? What is he legally obligated to do that his failure to do so here makes him liable for damages to you? And if you were serious about suing me, you'd be communicating with me. Am I going to continue to have these conversations about Becky? Yeah, of course. Because she keeps trying to escalate. Go ahead, sue. I will enjoy the hell out of that. If you think you stand any chance of walking out of that courtroom with any teeny shred of dignity or pride or self-worth left, you're wrong. Because the truth makes you look very bad. And I'm very good at exposing your evil. So it's not going to work, Becky. You're not going to pull off some smoke and mirrors frame seizure. You may be able to convince your social worker, but you're not going to be able to convince anybody else. Not when they have me in the room with you. Here's the thing, Becky, to sue me, you have to be in the same room with me and deal with my questions face to face and actually answer my questions. You have to actually have a conversation with me. So keep pushing, keep escalating, keep threatening, keep sending threats to my father, keep lying. What will it get you? Exactly what you've purchased with it. Which is, the truth hurts, Becky. The truth hurts you because you are engaged in wicked behavior. If you weren't engaged in wicked behavior, the truth wouldn't hurt you so much. She did call me yesterday, yelling at me. I said, you're not going to talk to me like that. I hung up on her. I texted her, said, you can call me back and have a reasonable conversation if you like, but you're not going to talk to me like that. She has no desire or interest in. She just started shooting a bunch of fucking half-baked nonsense texts at me, She is quite the scoundrel and trying to escalate. I've got Becky still trying to escalate with me, still trying to send emails to my dad, threatening to sue him. No, I really am going to sue. If you're going to sue, then send a demand letter, Becky, and you better know what you're demanding. What are you demanding, Becky? What are you demanding of me? Is there a specific video you think I should take down because it tells lies about you or dishonest about you or uses abusive language about you? That's not true, right? Because remember, Becky, I'm telling the truth about what you have done. You have emailed lies to my father, and you sent a third email despite the fact that I made very clear you were not to do that. So, you chose to define me because you're very predictable. Of course you would. Of course. You're very, very predictable. So, yeah, we're going to keep doing this. You're going to keep falling farther and farther and farther down into a pit of despair. Why? Because you are clinging to your own wrongness and your own wickedness like a giant stone in the ocean, and it's dragging you to the bottom. I've got two pieces of advice for you, Becky. When you are in a hole this deep, stop digging, as I said earlier. And number two, when you are clinging to a rock that is dragging you to the bottom of the ocean, for God's sake, let go. She just sent another email to my dad and insisting that she's going to sue him and stuff, and explaining that now she's got a social worker involved or something. I haven't actually seen this email. This is what my dad intimated to me, and he forwarded me the wrong email, and who knows when he's going to forward me the right one. Okay, Chase McDude, this is an important thing, and that's why the video is titled what it is. The obligation, the moral obligation we have to expose scoundrels. Yeah, she emailed him again. I came home from my bike ride with Cameron, and I got mad dad at the door. I don't have time for this shit, son. Right? Why? Because she wants to push and escalate. She doesn't understand she can't win this battle. She is in the wrong. She has lied. I am telling the truth. I have correctly and accurately depicted her in all of my communications about her. She can't cite a single example of me lying about her. And she's saying she can sue my dad because her feelings are hurt. Sorry, Becky, it's not going to fly. Not in this universe or any other. And if you do successfully actually get anybody into court, it will be the worst, however long it takes, of your life. Because you have to carry around your pack of lies. And I have the truth on my side. That's the difference between us. So it makes me a more moral person than you. Why I would never do the thing you're doing right now. Now, I know you're probably very angry about this, but what does that mean? You need to listen to the advice I said in the last video, where you need to learn to lose graciously. She hasn't even communicated with me anything about a lawsuit. She tells my dad she's suing me and he's going to have to pay the damages. That's what she's telling you. Because why? Because she doesn't care that she's trying to bully an old man who's got bipolar. She doesn't care about him. She doesn't care about Delilah. She doesn't care about anything but hurting me, as far as I can tell. And that's what makes her fundamentally deserving of this public exposure of her wrongdoing. Remember, I'm not slandering her. I'm not bad-mouthing her. I'm exposing her wrongdoing as it should be exposed. Wrongdoers need to not be allowed to fester in the darkness. They need the light of day shined upon them, whether they want it or not. Well, will the light ever truly reach her? I mean, she's obviously feeling like, it's burning. That's why she's escalating so much, trying to escalate. It's like she doesn't get it. She doesn't get that every escalation harms her, not me. Not yet. I haven't gotten around to it. I probably should. Well, no, look. Here's what's going to happen. I'm making this video. Now what? She's going to send a fourth email to my dad? I'm making another video? What? Then what? She's going to send a fifth email to my dad? At some point, her continuing to say, I mean it this time, I'm going to sue, starts to become kind of idle, So she's got a choice. She can keep sending emails to my dad and have me keep making these videos revealing to everybody the emails that she sent to my dad. Is that okay for me to do? Yes. Why? Because she is lying about me to my dad, trying to drive my family apart, throwing my daughter under the bus, supposedly wanting to sue me for something related to YouTube, but the entire email is spent telling him things entirely irrelevant to that. You know that Becky in that first email talked about how I smoked pot around my mom. Becky, talked about me being independent. Becky's jobs are ward of the state and pot dealer. So why is she judging me for smoking pot? Now look, I don't know from experience those are her true jobs. She told me that. I'm relating that truly to you. I'm not lying to you. I'm choosing to tell you the truth. So that's what she told me. Is it actually true she's a ward of the state and pot dealer? I don't know. She's pulled bunch of TE kind of stories to get a lot of money from the Canadian government, which is, it's like, I'm not judging her for that shit. I don't give a fuck. But Becky, you're too scared to email me even. You're too scared to have a phone conversation with me. How in the world are you going to face me in court where you have to answer my questions? How in the world are you going to be able to sit there and deal with this in person? You won't. You won't be able to yell. You won't be able to control the frame. You won't be able to seize it. You won't be able to walk away with your middle fingers up metaphorically and you've crossed my boundary. That's it. I've crossed my boundary. I'm leaving. You're not going to be able to do any of that stuff if you actually get us into court. You get me into court. You're never going to get my dad anywhere close to court. If you actually get me into court, remember, you're not going to be able to pull your little games that you pull. You have to actually play fair. And then what, Becky? And then what? Not only will you be in court with me, not only will I expose all of your lies in the deposition, but we'll have a court reporter making it public record officially for everybody. Is that what you want? Please, 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 please send me a demand letter, okay? A good lawyer would advise to settle this out of court. A good lawyer would laugh in her face and just laugh uproariously as he walks away. Oh my God, I've never heard the stupidest thing in the world. Oh my God. That's what a good lawyer would do. Settle out of court. She has to make a demand first. What's her demand on me? If she wants to get damaged or something, what's her demand? That I do what? That I never speak of her again? Sorry, Becky doesn't own my life history or my stories or my words. She doesn't own my ability to speak about her. I get to talk about Becky, whether she wants it or not. Because she's a human being who has crossed my path. She has lied about me on multiple occasions. She's slandered me. She's attacked my family. She's engaged in wickedness that there's absolutely no justification for and no excuse for. And as a consequence, I very much hope she does somehow talk the stupidest lawyer in history into filing some paperwork for her. I mean, remember, you guys send a demand letter first, Becky. What are you demanding of me? What do you demand? You better stop it, Eric. Stop what? Calling bullshit on your bullshit? Nope, not going to stop that. No, I mean, she needs to stop fucking sending my dad emails right now. Becky, you better not send my dad another email. I'm serious this time. She probably will. I just make another video. You see, it doesn't work that only one of us has a record of the other person's behavior. I'm fully transparent here, revealing everything to everybody all the time. So, of course, you have a record you have my record. But the problem is, you can't do anything with it because I'm not keeping secrets and hiding my shady shit. In contrast, everything I reveal about you makes you look terrible because you're doing terrible things. Not because I'm bad mouthing you, because you are doing terrible things, Becky, and you won't own that. And you're trying to, you better stop what? Telling the truth about your bullshit? Answer some fucking basic questions. Stop what? Stop what? I'm not harassing you. I don't give a fuck about you. Unfortunately, you made a huge and terrible, terrible mistake when you emailed my dad. So now you're getting your due just desserts that you ordered, remember? You want to send another email? Go ahead. Yeah, apparently I got home from, my dad hasn't successfully forwarded me that email yet. But yeah, I got home and well, she doesn't get to control that. I want her to fall on a stone and, break her teeth out. Let's say I wish that were to happen. I don't, but let's just say I did. That doesn't mean I get to force it upon her. You get it? She may want me to stop mentioning her at all. She doesn't get to force me to stop mentioning her. Sorry. Doesn't happen. And to the extent that she wants to continue attacking me with these wicked attacks, with this willful malevolence, whereby she tries to throw my daughter and my elderly father under the bus because she's mad at me, where she sends them a bunch of irrelevant fucking things that are just personal attacks on me, talking about Adderall and methamphetamine and hallucinogenic mushrooms and fucking Becky's just a bunch of drug user as I am. For God's sakes, she knows this. Yeah, he's annoyed. He's annoyed with me. But I'm not taking it. Every time he gets annoyed with me, I just say things like, "You're right, Dad. She's an awful human being. Don't worry, I'm not going to let her get away with this." He's like, "Dad," he's like, "Eric, I don't want that. I want, make nice with her." Well, I'm not going to make nice with the devil, Dad. Sorry. And right now, she's representing that side of the team, the evil side. And there's no disputing it. She keeps emailing me. I told her to stop emailing him. Do not email him again. I can almost guarantee you she's going to. She's so stubborn. No, Becky, you want to keep escalating? Don't think that the communication isn't two-way just because I'm the only one doing it publicly. What you're doing is much, much worse. A secret personal attack on me to my father that throws my daughter and him under the bus with your lies. That's infinitely worse than me publicly telling the truth about your malfeasance, which is a public service. First, they came for those people, and I did nothing. First, she came for me. And she never, ever, ever, ever was the same again. Because she had to learn this occasion. She was not allowed to pull her bullshit anymore. She had to learn. This is your opportunity and obligation to learn. If you don't, and you keep harassing my father with your bullshit emails, your lies, your irrelevant slandering of me, you're tossing my daughter under the bus and so forth, I will continue to explain exactly bad behavior you engage in to everybody on the internet because that is exactly what you deserve. And I will not change. And this will not stop. You will stop. Then it will stop. Now, if you back the fuck off, I never hear from you again, never hear another fucking word from you, then I'm pretty damn sure you're never going to hear another word about you from me. But if you want to try to win this shit and escalate again and send my dad another email, then you're going to get another video. The end. What is this, Becky? Not host Mark. I don't give a fuck what you have to say, not host Mark. I'm telling it like it is. And that's how this story goes. There is no other framing acceptable. She is a bad person who has slandered me and lied to me and tried to rip apart my family because she's mad at me. Because she's mad at me, she sent emails to my dad making irrelevant personal attacks about my drug use, including my daughter in these emails, even though they had nothing to do with what supposedly she's emailing him about. Namely, suing him because I'm not meeting some demand of hers. She has never made a demand to me. What is it she's demanding? What does she want me to do? She doesn't get to make the demand that I stop mentioning her forever, no matter what. She doesn't get to make any demands, frankly, at this point. She needs to understand that she has lost. She needs to understand that there is no way in hell she's going to end this chain of escalation. You want to keep escalating? Keep escalating. All I'm doing, it's easy for me. You have to keep coming up with more lies or what? I just have to keep repeating the simple truth. This is what Becky does. This is what she did. This is what she said. These are her lies. This is her malfeasance. That's all I have to do over and over again. Because why? You're doing this to yourself. Now, I explained in the last video. It is time for you to humble yourself and learn something finally. That you don't get to control everybody else's words and thoughts and feelings. That your ability to secretly hide your own shady shit doesn't justify oppressing other people in the fashion you're attempting to oppress me. Now, madam, do not contact my father or me or anybody in my family ever again.